Hey everybody, I'm Robbie. I'm going to kick off our group presentation today, and our presentation topic that we chose to present on is Netflix. I'll be talking about the history of Netflix as well as the key milestones, and to start, I want you guys to imagine a time when the only way to watch a movie at home was to drive to a store, hunt through shelves and shelves of movies, and pray that the movie you wanted was not already checked out. And if you were unlucky enough to return it a day late, you'd be hit with a fee. That everyday frustration is what sparked the very idea for Netflix in 1997 when Reed Hastings was charged a late fee and teamed up with Mark Randolph to build what would eventually become the most transformative entertainment company of the world. Netflix launched Netflix.com in 1998, initially offering DVDs by mail. And by 1999, it pioneered a subscription model that completely reimagined home entertainment by removing due dates, eliminating per rental fees, and embracing unlimited rentals for users. In the year 2000, Netflix continued to distance itself from competitors like Blockbuster by introducing personalized movie recommendations, leveraging user ratings and early data algorithms to help people discover films they might have never picked themselves. This commitment to innovation escalated in 2006 when Netflix announced the Netflix Prize, which was a $1 million competition to engineer a better recommendation algorithm, underscoring how central technology and personalization were to its identity before streaming services ever existed. The true turning point arrived in the year 2007 when Netflix introduced its streaming service, initially offering a modest catalog, but quickly expanding access through partnerships with gaming consoles, Blu-ray players, smart TVs, and eventually our smartphones. Between the years 2010 and 2011, Netflix released its iPhone and Android apps, catapulting streaming into the mobile era and making on-the-go viewing a new normal. Then came to the global expansion. In 2012, Netflix launched in Canada, followed by Latin America, and then followed by parts of Europe. And in 2016, it executed one of the most ambitious scale-ups in tech history by making the platform available in more than 190 countries, almost overnight. Netflix entered a new creative era in 2013 when it shifted from being simply a distributor to becoming a major content creator. With its first original series setting off a decade of unprecedented growth that led to the company releasing more than 3,600 original titles in Q3 alone of 2023. Even its more controversial decisions became milestones. For example, the 2022 password sharing crackdown initially met with skepticism, ending up fueling a surge in engagement and helping Netflix gain 8.8 million new subscribers in Q3 of 2023 as well. By 2023 and beyond, the company began pushing into live programming, signing a landmark 10-year deal with WWE's Monday Night Raw, signaling a move into live events and sports that broadened what streaming entertainment could mean. Netflix continued making cultural impact as well, earning 19 Oscar nominations in 2024, further solidifying its role not only as a platform, but as a major creative force in global storytelling. From a small DVD by mail service built on frustration with late fees, to a global entertainment powerhouse, accessible almost anywhere in the world, Netflix's history is a story of relentless innovation, bold decisions, and milestone after milestone that reshape how billions of people watch TV and experience entertainment. Now, I'm going to hand it over to Max, who's going to talk about the missions, the visions, and the values that Netflix has.
From its early days, mailing DVDs to becoming a global force in entertainment, Netflix's entire journey has been guided by a clear purpose. Understanding where Netflix came from is important, but understanding why it operates the way it does is what really shows how the company continues to evolve. That brings us to Netflix's mission, vision, and core values, the foundation behind every decision that Netflix makes. Netflix's mission is simple but powerful: entertain the world one fan at a time, and they carry this out in three major ways: reach, recommendations, and fandoms. First, reach. Netflix is available in over 190 countries, meaning almost anyone and anywhere can get access to entertainment that fits their mood, culture, or background, like Money Heist and Squid Games. Both were filmed outside the US, but also proves that audiences are willing to watch content from anywhere. Second, recommendations. Their algorithm constantly learns from what we watch and tailors suggestions to us personally. That level of personalization makes each viewer feel like the platform is built for them. Netflix found that personalized recommendations drove over 80% of what people choose to watch. And third, fandom. Netflix creates shows and movies that spark global conversations, from memes to rewatches to massive fan communities. Their mission isn't just to stream content, it's to create experiences that connect people all over the world. Think about the social buzz around things like Stranger Things. The fan art, the costumes, and the scenes, they are not just shows, they're cultural moments. While the mission focuses on what Netflix does right now, the vision looks forward. Netflix's vision is to become the best global entertainment distribution service. To achieve this, Netflix focuses on several key components: building a massive diverse content catalog, offering true on-demand convenience with binge watching, using data to personalize every viewer's experience, producing high-quality original content, giving users access on almost any device, and allowing each household member to have their own personalized profile. This vision shows how Netflix plans to stay at the top by making entertainment easy, accessible, and tailored for every single person that is in their audience. Netflix's core values include judgment, communication, curiosity, courage, innovation, inclusion, integrity, and impact. Together, these values guide how Netflix makes decisions, how its teams collaborate across countries, and how the company continues setting the standard for modern entertainment, with the four main values being judgment, communication, courage, and innovation in the future. These values show that Netflix relies on strong analytical thinking, clear and open communication, and is a desire to constantly learn, a willingness to take creative risks, and a commitment to reimagining problems in new ways. They also highlight Netflix's focus on including diverse voices, telling stories responsibly, and giving teams the freedom to work how they need. In other words, Netflix succeeds by making smart decisions, working effectively across cultures, staying curious, taking bold chances and always trying to innovate values that help the company deliver better stories, better technology, and better experiences to viewers around the world. With a mission focused on global entertainment, a vision committed to innovation, and values that push the company forward, Netflix has built a strong foundation for success. Now let's take a look at where Netflix stands today, its financial performance, its growing subscriber base, and how it's holding its position in the competitive streaming industry.
Thank you, Manny. Netflix really is in a great spot right now. So, we've talked about the past, we've talked about the present, now let's talk about the future. Netflix has an incredibly bright future because, well, it's a tech company, and we're seeing how powerful tech companies are becoming in this day and age. So, as long as Netflix continues to adapt with the times, it will thrive. But here are a few things that we believe will help it succeed even further than it already has. So, to wrap up this presentation, we have 4 ideas for future success of the company. The first one is the integration of an AI recap system. I'm sure we've all returned to a show we haven't watched in a while, not quite remembering what happened in the previous episodes or seasons. The AI recap would summarize the episodes or even seasons of the show, so you don't have to rewatch them or go somewhere else to find them. This is especially useful in long-running shows because it helps us stay engaged and actively remember what happened despite large gaps of time in between watching. AI can be used in a number of ways, but this is a simple idea that would improve the overall user experience. The second idea for the future is a combined profile system. This is designed for watching with more than one person. Essentially, what it would do is merge 2 or more people's watching preferences to give the most tailored recommendations for the group. It would work great for couples, groups of friends, and family. Because, let's be honest, nobody enjoys endlessly scrolling for the perfect show or movie, so this feature would reduce the time we spend finding what to watch and allow us to spend more time watching what we want to watch. I personally hope this becomes a feature because I have fallen victim way too many times to endless searches when I don't know what my friends and family are in the mood to watch. The third recommendation for the future success of Netflix is a way to organize the My List tab. Where it stands, this tab is just one giant section of shows and movies that we have decided seem interesting but want to watch at a future time. We are suggesting a way to organize this list into genres or topics, just like the rest of the app is designed. This would make it much more organized and easier to navigate, because when your list becomes too long, it gets overwhelming, and you never end up watching most of the shows that you put on it. This would solve that issue by making it easier to see what types of shows you have in your list. This would also cut down the time you spend scrolling through the app, which once again is less likely the time that we want to be spending on the app. The last recommendation is to implement a smarter search engine. We propose the idea of having a search engine capable of finding results more specific to what we're searching for. For example, rather than being able to only search for romance movies, which is a very broad term, we could search for family-friendly romance or suspenseful and dark romance. This would help find movies and shows that are exactly what we're looking for, rather than sorting through ones that are in the ballpark but not exactly what we want to watch. These are 4 suggestions we thought of to innovate the already wildly successful app. With the rising usage of AI, there's no better company to take advantage of this new technology than Netflix. There are endless possibilities of how it can be used, but we are sure Netflix will find a way to utilize it in spectacular ways. Now, the reason these ideas matter is because the streaming industry is changing faster than ever. Netflix isn't just competing with other platforms like Disney Plus and Amazon, it's also competing with social media and gaming platforms that take up people's time. Because of that, Netflix can't just stay the same. It has to keep innovating and offering new value to its subscribers. These ideas help the company strengthen customer loyalty, stand out from competitors, and stay ahead rather than falling behind. So, once again, this isn't just about growing the company because it's already successful. It's about protecting its long-term position as a leader in the entertainment industry. So in conclusion, Netflix is one of the most successful companies in the world for a reason. It adapts to the constantly changing world, and they reap the benefits of it time and time again. Being guided by its values, it continues to make decisions that keep it competitive and connected to audiences all across the globe. It has been a pioneer for the streaming service, and we believe it has so much more potential and things to accomplish in the future. We thank you so much for tuning into this presentation, and we hope you learned something new about this incredible company. Goodbye.